All right. Apparently, there's all kinds of problems. Our guests aren't being in. Who do I have? I have you, Adrian. Who else do I have? I only have you, Adrian. Adrian, are you
Yes,
here?
I'm still here. Texting them to see if they can hop back on as well.
Right. Well, I mean, it's apparently not letting everybody in. So anyway, let us, I see our national audience, everybody is writing us saying what is going on. We're sorry, everybody, about this problem. It's not of our making. It is the holiday, so I guess something happened with the personnel at the station. But in any event, as long as we can, Adrian, please tell our audience. I was introducing you and telling everybody about your great history, but let's get into the show itself. The title of our show is At the Well. Can you tell us why you guys chose this theme of At the Well for this mighty Zoom you did last week? Adrian? Cameron, am I the only person on the show? Okay. Well, everyone, this is kind of a shockaroo. It's not the show that we have carefully designed for you. Things happen, but this is really unacceptable. People I'm so sorry that this is happening. But let us talk a little bit while we have you. I just wanted to let you know our gratitude for all of you for this year. We will be back next Tuesday. Want to thank you for all that you've done to make TJC a strong organization, the Transformative Justice Coalition. And we just want to say, as you head into your holidays, have a beautiful, great, wonderful holiday season. We know that, Hanukkah has come and gone. Last week we expressed our sadness for the people in Bondi Beach and the hate that showed up instead of the love to celebrate the amazingly wonderful holiday of Hanukkah. Many of us are getting ready for Christmas, and we can't wait for a beautiful, wonderful, joyous, and Merry Christmas. We know there are people out there who are sad because your family members are gone, you are traveling and ended up alone, you're trying to figure out, so many people have been hurt by this Trump administration's bad policies and have less money, so much economic uncertainty. But we have wanted in this show to give you hope. We have wanted in this show to shower love upon you, to tell you no matter how you are doing, that there is love for you in this world. Believe in yourself. Don't allow any adversity to take you down. For all of you who are getting ready to celebrate Kwanzaa on the 26th, happy Kwanzaa. I can't wait. It is so amazing to get ready for Kwanzaa. I'm happy that at least, the holidays, people think it's about all the material gifts and food and all of that, but it's really about the people. It's about having somebody that means something in your life that you can connect with during these holiday seasons. Folks, one of the things we want to encourage you, because so many people are, in fact, without food, facing eviction, unemployed, you're mistreated.
Did it kick her off again as well?
Yes, I'm back. Okay, I can hear you. Who was that who was speaking?
Adrian.
Hey, Adrian, who else is there?
Okay, can you hear me? This is Cameron.
Okay, I got you. I got Cameron and I got Adrian. I don't know how long we'll be. Is that Eugene?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay, well, we don't know when we're going to get kicked off again, but we'll come back. And we're going to have a really good show, right, everyone? So Adrian, first of all, Cameron, tell me, how did we get to At the Well? What does At the Well mean? Why was that chosen as a thing, real quickly?
Well, of course, I have to then deflect to AJ. Adrian is the one who put the call together. So what was you thinking about At the Well, Adrian? I don't know where it came from.
Well, I appreciate that. The main idea of it came from the thought of when Jesus met the Samaritan woman at the well. And he was able to give her the thoughts of what living water is supposed to be. And, of course, he knew everything about what was going on in her home. But when we have this intersectionality of faith and civic engagement, we have to go to a spot where we know this is where our lifeblood comes from. This is where we get something to bring back to our homes, back into our communities, so we can change, so we can move. And in present day, that is how we are able to go into the church and know where we need to be. So when we meet at the well, we're getting resources to bring back to our communities.
Excellent. And Eugene, when you heard this theme of At the Well, and as you thought about faith and civic engagement, what was one of your principal thoughts about what you wanted people to understand about that intersection?
Thank you, Attorney Arnwine, and thank you all so very much for having me. Sorry about the difficulties on my end. But
no, it's not your end. It's technical problems on our end. And everybody, if we get anybody gets cut off, we just keep talking, okay? Whoever can talk. Go ahead.
Got you. So first I want to shout out Adrian for inviting me on the initial discussion. But I want people to understand that both go hand in hand, faith and civic engagement. I would say that you cannot do one without the other. Civic engagement is just being more so in the communities in which we live in. But as we discussed on the call a couple of days ago, is that I believe that civic engagement is actually doing the work of Christ outside of the four walls. It is only then when we are able to connect with real people and make real change with one another when we enter into our communities while keeping our faith and Christianity principles.
Wow. And, one of the, Cameron, you have worked with the Reverend Jesse Lewis Jackson. For how many years now, Cameron?
This has been more than 10 years now.
Wow. What age were you when you started working with him?
I got to Reverend Jackson as I think like a 15 or 16-year-old high schooler.
That's what I thought. Yes. And what I love about Reverend Jackson is that he saw the promise in you, right? He did not say, he's got to be all these degrees. He's got to come to me with all these references. He has that kind of heart. And when we talk about this subject of faith and community engagement, what, in your experience as as a youth director for Rainbow Push, how have you been able to blend your faith and community engagement?
It's been a wonderful journey, and I've watched how Reverend Jackson has always appealed to the moral sense. He's never lost his touch in being a called and consecrated and ordained reverend, while also calling forth the powers that be to be able to do justice and seek the welfare of the city, as the Bible would say. So I've watched Reverend be able to create a moral sense around every single issue. It is not a partisan thing. It's a people thing. And Reverend Jackson has always allowed me to say now, this is right and this is wrong, so on and so forth. But you've got to go to the negotiation table appealing to the moral sense of those who are around. Everyone believes in love, justice, hope, even if you're meeting at different ends of the spectrum. And so you just have to find that common ground. And that's what I learned from Reverend Jackson and how to do this, infusing faith into everything that we do.
I mean, oh, wow. Did you hear that? Infusing faith into everything that we do. One of the things that we keep hearing all the time is from, I'm sure you hear it from your peers, is their skepticism about faith. That they're all, as the song says, I'm all churched out. Take me to the king. I'm all churched out. That they, just are. They feel alienated, isolated. What do you say to them? Because here you are talking about faith, and they are like, I don't want to hear that. So how do you respond to that, AJ?
Well, a lot of times when people say that they're churched out, it's because they're tired of the performative nature that a lot of times they may see. And they feel as if that answers cannot come from the pulpit. But the beautiful thing is the pulpit is just one spot where the word can be given. The word is supposed to be within you. It's supposed to reside, and you walk with Jesus. You walk with the word. So when you say you're all churched out, it may be from the actual view of what the common church may be, rather than just sitting down face to face and having a real talk about what faith in action looks like. Because faith is where we're certain of what we hope for, even when we don't see it. So that's not something that a lot of people will always be able to attest to when they go to a actual building, but rather seeing someone exercising their faith in their everyday life throughout the week outside of just a Sunday, and really letting people know, like, you only go, basically the church is the well where you go to get some of the fuel to take you throughout the rest of the week. So when people do say that they have these moments where they feel as if they're churched out, that's when you say, okay, well, instead of me waiting until Sunday to see you, okay, how about we meet on a Monday? How about we go for coffee on a Tuesday? How about we go for something on a Wednesday? Let's set up a time outside of this moment where I can meet you where you are. Maybe go to your home, or maybe we meet at some other place and we talk about the problems there that persist within your life there, so that way you know that the Bible even says that Jesus is all things to all people. So you have to if we're going to be the ones that have to deliver the word, we have to be able to meet people where they are and allow them to know that this is what the word says and this is how it can add in value to your life.
All right. Wow. And Eugene, you were talking, one of the concepts I thought was so fascinating from the Zoom last week was talking about, church again, just within the walls. About the how some churches, they do their ministry outside of those walls, out in the streets. Tell us more about how that, why that is so important, and why some churches have started saying, we're not going to always only have church within the walls.
Yes, ma'am. I'd say it is important. First of all, both is important, I must say, inside of the church and outside of the church. But I believe, and often Odin preachers would say that majority of everyone in the church already know Jesus and know the life, the death, the resurrection, the birth, and of Jesus. But it's still people out in the world, per se, who don't know these things. It's people here, and in fact, who think on this subject that church people are the worst people, or that church people don't care about